Mall of America. For more than 30 years, it has been a retail leader and an international destination, and it remains the largest mall in the U.S. Not to mention, it welcomes millions of guests from around the world. It's huge, but it's also so much more. In this podcast, you're going to hear the real stories of how it started and why it continues to thrive. You'll hear about challenges we faced along the way and what you can learn from them. We will feature guests and experts from all walks of life and business, and along the way, you'll laugh, learn, and maybe even change the way you look at things. So if you're a fan of the mall, a brand new visitor, an entrepreneur, or a dreamer, prepare to dive deep into so much more. This podcast is presented by the Bloomington Convention and Visitors Bureau.
All right, welcome everyone to So Much More, and here we go. We are off, Chris and I.
Here we go.
To another edition of So Much More, your Mall of America podcast. I'm Dan Jasper, your host today, with my good friend, my colleague, my co-host, Chris Gropp. Chris, how you doing?
Doing all right, Dan. How are you?
Good. Can you believe that it has been essentially a year since we launched this podcast? This is episode number 56.
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about. That's a lot of conversations in there.
That is, and a lot of varied conversations. We've had a good mix of guests.
Absolutely. A lot of revelations.
Yep.
A lot of lessons learned.
A lot of lessons learned. Yeah, I've learned how to do laundry. I'm still not good at it, but I know what you mean.
Wait. I'm saying I've changed my habits, but I learned how to do it.
We learned how.
I learned I'm doing it wrong.
Chris, you and I had fun just the other day in honor of the mall's birthday coming up, which we'll talk about later. You and I went down to the mall and we talked to some guests randomly. We didn't know who we were going to talk to. We ended up with the first 7 families or groups that we came across. None of them were local.
None of them local. And I will say I was skeptical about this because I had done this in the past for various promotions and events we were doing. I feel approachable. I feel like I'm an easy conversation.
You are.
But man, guests were repelled from me before. So going down there with you, I was saying, Dan, this might not be as easy as you think. 7 for 7.
7 for 7.
We have too much content. We met too many people.
And it was awesome.
We
were scheduled for more than 2 hours. I think we knocked it out in like 40 minutes or something, which was so much fun. And we're going to take a look now at our first 3 families that we came across. They are from Iowa, St. Louis, and Saskatchewan, Canada. You want to watch these?
Absolutely.
Take a look. Hey, I'm Dan from Mall of America, and this is So Much More. I'm with a special guest, a family from Iowa. Your name is?
Morgan.
And Morgan, where are you from in Iowa?
We're from Monticello, Iowa.
And when was your first time visiting Mall of America?
This week, yesterday, and today.
Yesterday! So you actually came back today, so this is your second visit.
Yes.
What's the funnest thing you did yesterday?
Oh, we did Nickelodeon World.
Okay, can I ask the kids a question really quick?
Oh, yeah.
Your favorite thing in Nickelodeon?
That drop thing.
The drop thing. That's an awesome ride. And that's the actual name, the drop thing. And your favorite ride?
The log ride.
Ooh, I love the log chute. Paul Bunyan's awesome, right? And we got to ask Dad, your favorite ride yesterday?
I just kind of watched them all. I didn't go on the rides.
Okay, but it's fun to watch and cheer, right? So what are you going to do today? What's your favorite thing today?
Well, we went to Bubba Gump for lunch.
That's
and Toys R Us.
Okay, awesome.
And
two American classics, Bubba Gump and Toys R Us. And I have to ask, did you get shrimp?
Of course.
You got to get shrimp. Boiled, broiled, cooked, steamed. How did you have it done?
It was fried with crab cake on top of it.
I love it. Good. And what do you want to say to all the folks in Iowa about Mall of America?
You need to get here.
You need to get here. I couldn't have said it better. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Chris from Mall of America here with So Much More, here with my co-host Dan.
Hey, everyone.
And we have some guests here with us today joining us. What is your name?
Ashlyn.
And?
Piper.
And you are correct. That was our first trivia question.
You win.
And you got it right. Yes.
They are good. That's all I'm saying. And your first names?
Nikki.
Lindsay.
And where are y'all from?
St. Louis, Missouri.
And how many times have you been to Mall of America?
This is our second time. We went in college, and now we're bringing our kids.
You came during college, and now you're bringing the kids? I love that. Are you guys in college?
No.
Okay, so you've never been here before. What are you most looking forward to?
All the shopping.
Okay, do you have any stores you're looking forward to, or are you just flying blind, just ready to go in, no expectations, and spend other people's money?
Yes.
Are you going to do any attractions or rides?
Yes.
What are you looking forward to the most?
The FlyOver ride.
FlyOver America's awesome.
That's
It's
right.
so much
and
fun.
they
Have
have
you done
a new
that?
film in there now too.
Oh,
They have a new film right now.
And they do have a new film,
That's
FlyOver
right.
Africa,
That's right. Yes, you're in luck.
It's awesome. Well, that's going to be so much fun. What favorite roller coaster do you want to go on?
I am not familiar with the roller coasters.
Do they go upside down here?
Do you want them to go upside down here?
I don't, but she does.
We have stuff that'll do everything. We have the funnest roller coasters in the world here at Mall of America. What are you two? First of all, did I ask you where you're from? Yes, perfect. What are the two of you looking forward to the most?
Shopping.
The escape room. We're going to do an escape room. We're very excited.
Our escape game is amazing at Mall of America. It's so much fun. And what store do you want to shop at the most?
I just saw Zara, and we don't have one of those at home, so I am excited about that.
Zara is awesome, right? It's wonderful. And go ahead.
I'm just curious. Have you done an escape game before?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your skill level? Escape game skill level?
I don't know. It's kind of hard. I feel like we're beginners. Yeah.
Okay, beginners. But you're going to do a couple while you're here, one while you're here. I highly recommend The Depths. It's a new
really
one
good.
that they just opened about a month ago. It's super fun.
Now we have some trivia for you really quickly. Is that all right?
Let's do it.
How many stores at Mall of America?
300. 210.
210, 300. Add them together and you are right.
13.
500. I love it.
413. They said 500.
I love it. When did the mall first open?
10 o'clock this morning.
1950. I love it. When Eisenhower was president.
What's your
That's
guess?
awesome.
I don't know.
Okay.
When do you guys think it first opened? Let's just say it was 32 years ago. Math major.
It was only 32 years ago?
So, like maybe roughly or 92, which is almost the late 90s, right? And finally, final guess. How many visitors come to the mall every year?
Million. I was going to say a million.
A million?
That's what I was thinking.
A trillion.
A trillion. Wow, you are a glasses half full person, aren't you? Not quite a trillion, but we have 32 million people every year. And with you four, it's 32 million and four. And these are our best four visitors. Welcome to Mall of America. Hey everyone, I am Dan with So Much More. I'm here in the beautiful atrium celebrating all things summer, and I'm with some special guests on their first ever visit to Mall of America. Tell me your first name and where you're from.
Ian from Regina.
Zena from Regina.
Kathy from Regina.
Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada, our neighbors to the north. It's awesome. Little known fact, that is actually where my dad, Harold, was born, was in Regina. I love so much that you guys are here. What brought you to Mall of America?
We just wanted to see the city and the mall itself.
You want to see the whole city and Mall of America. The mall is like a city, isn't it? What are you most excited to see in Mall of America?
Just wanted to do some shopping.
Shopping. You know what? We have a few stores here. You can find some shopping at Mall of America. What store do you want to go to?
I want to go to H&M and all of the shops with clothes in them.
I love it. H&M. Our H&M is 2 levels high at Mall of America. Did you know that? It's massive. What do you want to see most?
The Nickelodeon theme park.
Nickelodeon Universe. You know who's there? SpongeBob is there. Where does SpongeBob live?
Bikini Bottom.
Yes, Bikini Bottom, in a pineapple under the sea. In Nickelodeon, we actually have a giant pineapple, and it's under the sea. And he has his own ride that goes upside down. You going to do that?
Of course, yeah.
It's so much fun. What is the longest time anyone ever spent on that ride, including staying overnight, sleeping overnight?
I'm not sure.
9 days and nights. 2 guys rode that. Can you believe that? It was so much fun. And then how many stores do you think we have?
120.
120. That's a very close call. What do you think?
150.
Wow. Okay. What do you think?
125.
125, 500. You're right. I can't believe you knew that. You are so good. More than 500 stores. Here, I was just joking about you being right. Sorry. And what should you, if you could tell people back in Regina one thing about Mall of America, what would you say?
There's lots of shops.
There's a lot of shops. What would you tell them?
It's really big.
It is really big, and it's so much fun. And what would you say?
There's a lot of walking.
There is a lot of walking. Did you know each level is 1.1 miles? I don't know what that is in kilometers. I'm sorry. I only know miles. But with that, I just want to thank you for coming at Mall of America. It's so good to see you, and have fun during your visit. Woo! And thank you to our audience. You guys are awesome. That was really fun, wasn't it?
It is. It's really fun. It's fun to look back and see.
I loved it. I mean, the Iowa family, they were excited. They all had wristbands. They were excited about going on rides.
It often is overlooked, I think.
It is.
Right. And we don't take it for granted, I don't think, but some people do. But the fact that we have so many things that surprise people from an attraction standpoint in this building, it's really fun to be able to share that excitement again with people that are coming here for the first time.
I loved it. And they were excited to do it.
Oh, yeah. And as we talk to people, too, a lot of them, they do have their list.
Yep.
They've looked at the website. They know what they want to hit. It's fun to hear those things, too.
And the next group, right, it was two moms, their daughters.
Yes.
The moms came together in college. Now they're bringing their daughters for the first time. They were excited about one of our attractions. Do you remember what that was?
The escape game.
Yes.
And rightly so. The escape game is fantastic. I've done several throughout the years. And the two new ones, the two new rooms they have here are top notch. So I was really excited to be able to talk to them about it too, since I had recently experienced it as well.
And I actually talked to them once we stopped rolling, and you made them even more excited, so they couldn't wait to go do it. So
that's what we're here for, Dan.
We're here to do that.
We're hype men. And if you're watching, if you're listening, let us know how you liked it. Report back.
Please tell us you got out in an hour.
Yes.
Yeah,
Are you
exactly.
still there? Yeah.
Yeah, please don't be trapped in there. And our family was from Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada, and they were fun. They just wanted to go shopping. But a little known fact, my dad was born in that same city in Canada.
And I have a feeling you could have talked to them for much longer.
I would have, too, if we had time. We're going to look at our next four. Before we do, though, we are this coming weekend celebrating Mall of America's 32nd birthday. Do we have anything fun planned?
That's right. Well, Nothing Bundt Cakes is going to be providing treats for everybody.
I love that.
Which we love to do.
Yep.
Juliana Huff is doing her experiential book tour and signing here. We will have just wrapped up the Strictly Basketball 3-on-3 tournament.
Fun.
It's going to be a big, busy weekend here with something for everybody once again, including, you know, if you're here on time, free Nothing Bundt Cake.
You got to come for the Nothing Bundt Cakes, plus the celebrity signing, all these fun events. And let's take a look at our next four families because they might also be celebrating something. Here we go. All right, welcome everyone to Mall of America. We're in the atrium for our Summer of Games here at Mall of America. I'm Dan with So Much More, and I'm with an amazing family. I'm going to have you introduce yourself and tell me where you're from.
I'm Jordan. I'm from Lubbock, Texas.
I'm Javen. I'm from Lubbock, Texas as well. I'm Jasmine, and I'm from Lubbock, Texas.
I'm Vernon. I'm from Lubbock, Texas.
They're from Texas. And can I share that you may not be Cowboys fans? Is that okay?
That's completely okay.
Okay, so yes and no. There's kind of a combination here. I love that so much. This is your first time to the mall, correct?
Yes.
What brought you here?
Well, we actually here. I'm here for my birthday. My birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Your first name again?
Vernon.
Happy birthday, dear Vernon. Happy birthday to you. What do you think?
Hey, thank you so much.
And I sincerely mean that. I hope you have an amazing birthday. So you came for your celebration?
Yes, I came from a celebration for my birthday and also for my cousin. He's doing a great a single or album this year for us that he's getting ready to spread out. Christian singer, great, amazing. He's very dynamic. So we just here to celebrate him too as well.
I love that. I'm guessing he sings much like I do. I'm going to ask, what are you looking most forward to doing at Mall of America?
To shop and just explore.
Something new. What stores do you want to shop at?
Like Zara. Some places that's not in Lubbock. Like, I don't know. Maybe what I see.
I love it. Zara. We have a Zara. It's 2 levels. It's awesome. And what are you most looking forward to?
I want to buy shoes.
Shoes. Ironically, we have about 312 shoe stores at Mall of America, believe it or not 312, but we have a lot of them. That's all I'm saying. What are you looking forward to?
I'm low-key a sneakerhead. I'm looking for shoes as well.
Shoes as well. You can never go wrong with shoes, right? I'm going to ask a couple of trivia questions, right? What is hotter in the summer, Texas or Minnesota?
Texas.
Yeah, I think you're right there. How cold does it get inside Mall of America in January?
I don't even know.
70 degrees. It's always 70 and sunny inside Mall of America, which is awesome. What was on this property before the mall was here?
I guess dirt and trees.
Dirt and trees. Dirt and trees. That was a long time ago. This was actually site of Metropolitan Stadium, home of the Minnesota Vikings, the Minnesota Twins. This is where the Dallas Cowboys beat the Minnesota Vikings in a playoff game in 1978. And I'm never going to forget it. I'm sad. Cut this interview. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. And then how many stores do we have at the mall?
I'm not sure.
Take a guess.
1,000.
1,000 stores. I love it.
2,000.
2,000 stores at Mall of America.
I'm going to say 80.
80 stores at Mall of America. Okay, we're going to go back to school on this one. That's all I'm saying. What do you think?
Well, due to it being the biggest in the nation, I think, right? It's the biggest.
Yep, get it real close to your mouth.
Due to it being the biggest in the nation, I'll say 3,500 stores.
3,500. I love the way they think. We actually have more than 500 stores, 67 attractions, more than 70 places to eat, and we hope that you have fun at Mall of America. Thank you for visiting with us, and happy birthday. Happy birthday, everyone! All right, here we are. So much more. Dan here in the atrium with another fun family from out of state. And I am with awkward Jessica from Craig, Colorado. Jessica, would you introduce your family?
Absolutely. My son, Jonathan, he's 12. We're kind of here for like a birthday celebration for him. My daughter, Madeline, who's 10. My daughter, Tiny, who's 9. My mom, Lisa, we won't say her age. And my cousin, Brittany, from Nebraska.
Brittany, what do I remind you of?
An animatronic.
An animatronic. I've never been called that in my life. And Jonathan, I only have one thing to say to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jonathan. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Hey, what do you want to say?
I've never been here before, and this is so exciting. My ADHD brain is running like crazy.
I love that. He's never been here before, and he's so excited. I love that. Your first time to the mall, what are you excited to see?
Everything. I think we all just have a variety. I just want to see everything, like literally, in their faces. We've got one that wants to go to like the Hello Kitty store, Lego store, Crocs and Build-A-Bear, Claire's, like a little bit of variety here.
I love that. That's so much fun. Any rides or anything today?
Yeah, we're heading to Nickelodeon now.
I love that Nickelodeon universe. What are you looking forward to most at Nickelodeon?
The rides. Avatar.
Avatar Airbender. That's awesome.
Honestly, I'm looking forward to the Avatar The Last Airbender stuff, too.
It's so much fun.
Avatar.
Avatar. Avatar all around for everybody. How many stores are at Mall of America?
5.
There are 5 stores at Mall of America. Okay. And she's from Nebraska, just going to point that out. Aren't you glad they picked you up along the way?
Oh, man, it's awesome. I'm so excited.
How many stores are here?
500?
You're right. You're the first one who guessed that right. There are 500 stores at Mall of America.
500.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Good job right there. Give me a fist bump. I love that. Thank you so much. And then I'm going to ask one more question. Compared to Colorado, how much snow falls in Minnesota? More or less?
Less.
How much snow do you get a year?
In Craig, we probably get at least 5. No, I would say probably about 18 feet.
18 feet of snow. That would like cover our entire first floor. I think you're right. You get more snow than we do. And then if you could say one thing to your friends back in Colorado about Mall of America, what would you say?
Anna, I missed you so much, and it's so exciting here.
Hey, Hunter, I'm in Minnesota. This is crazy.
Jalen, I'll get you something.
I love it. All their friends, Anna, Hunter, everybody in Colorado. Come on down and join these guys. It's so much fun in Mall of America. Thank you all for coming. Have fun. Woo! Welcome, everyone. Dan with Mall of America and so much more. I have some additional guests. I'm so excited. This is Rama and his family. Rama, where are you from?
We're originally from India.
Yes, and where do you live now?
We are in Phoenix, Arizona.
And what brought you to Mall of America today?
Oh, actually, we are flying from India to Phoenix, but we got a Minnesota transfer, but it's a flight got canceled.
Okay.
So somebody said, like, go to Mall of America. So it's like, okay, let's explore. So we're here.
I love it. So you were flying from India to Phoenix and someone took a wrong turn. They took a right when they shouldn't have, and you ended up in Minneapolis, and you have a layover, and you said, let's go to Mall of America.
Yes.
And what are you excited to see at the mall?
Oh, I don't know, but we're going to excited. I saw some, like, on the Google, some illusions and
Museum of Illusions. It's right there.
Oh,
Look at
okay.
that. It's right above us. There's so
right
much
there.
fun things to do.
Okay.
You're going to do a little shopping, maybe?
Maybe, yes.
A little walking around, maybe?
Sure.
And a little eating, maybe?
A lot.
Oh, a lot of eating. I love that. That's what I love to do as well. And then I'm going to ask you a couple questions about the mall. You Googled us, so I'm going to see how much you know.
Yep.
How many stores does Mall of America have?
Oh, it looks like a 3 or 4.
We actually have 3 floors, and a half of floor is 4, and a sub-level floor is 4.5 or 5, and maybe there's others than that, but we have more than 500 stores. Can you believe
Wow.
that?
Oh, that's nice.
It's massive.
It is
and
massive.
how many people come to the mall every year, do you think?
What do you think, bro?
What's your guess?
Like probably 1 million or 1 billion.
A million or a billion. That's a
billion is
big
too much.
range. We have 32 million people every single year come to Mall of America.
that's
Can you
a
believe
lot.
that?
That's a
And
lot.
what do you think is the favorite ride in Nickelodeon universe?
Oh.
I don't know.
It is all of them. They're all equally fun. But the roller coaster gets the most rides. That's all I'm saying. And then the log chute. And then finally, I'm going to ask you one more thing. How cold does it get in Minnesota in the winter, do you think? This is not Phoenix, by the way.
Yes, for sure.
How cold is it here?
I'm not sure. I saw some in Google Pictures. It's snow in there, so definitely it's going to be freezing.
Did you know that it gets really cold in Minnesota? We get a lot of snow outside, but did you know that we made it snow inside the mall once?
Oh, really?
Fake snow.
It was fake snow. How did you know that?
It's internet.
It's the internet. If it's on the internet, it's true. That's all I'm saying. And then finally, I have one last question for you. Who do you think is the best podcast host in the world?
Yeah, seems like you guys.
I agree.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us
Welcome.
today. Welcome to Minnesota. We hope you get back to Phoenix soon. And we're
Yes.
so glad you visited with us.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
It's Kellen.
Where are you from?
Chicago.
Kellen from Chicago is in the house. I love this. And he's with his dad. Are you dad?
I am, yes.
And Dad, what's your name?
My name's Ben.
Ben, a little closer to your mouth. Ben, who are you?
I'm Ben.
From?
Chicago.
Chicago. And I just have to ask one quick question if I can. Are you Vikings fans?
We are not Vikings fans.
Oh, thank you so much for coming, Ben and Kellen. It's been a pleasure visiting with you. I'm kidding. We were just talking about Nickelodeon Universe and the rides, and I see you have a wristband on your wrist, don't you? Kellen, what is your favorite ride in Nickelodeon?
SpongeBob Rock Bottom Plunge.
SpongeBob, why is that your favorite ride?
The drops.
The drop is so much fun, isn't it? It goes straight up, and then you come straight down, and then you twirly loop, and then you twist and you turn. How many times have you done it?
3 or 4. I don't remember.
That's awesome. Ben, what's your favorite ride?
The SpongeBob ride is my favorite as well.
Is it really? I have a question for you. One time we had a contest. Who could ride that ride the longest? They had to be on it all day long. They had to sleep on it at night. It wasn't going. They couldn't shower. They could bring one item from home. How many hours do you think they lasted to win a prize?
48.
Well, wow, Kellen, good guess. What do you think?
8.
8 hours, Ben. Not an optimist, are you? Here we go. Actually, after 9 days and nights, we had to call it a draw.
Oh
And both of the finalists won. Can you believe that? Would you go on it for 9 days and nights?
No, I don't think I can.
It would get really tiring, wouldn't it? And what's your other favorite thing to do at Mall of America other than ride rides, Ben?
Shop, of course.
For what?
Clothes?
Where?
Foot Locker would be the one that I would go to.
Oh, I like that. Kellen, what do you like to do here besides rides?
Same thing as my dad's shop.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to ask you a question. How many stores do we have at Mall of America, Kellen?
Over 1,000.
Wow, good guess, Ben.
350.
350, it's actually more than 500 stores. And then I'm going to ask you one more thing. If you could tell your friends back in Chicago to come to Mall of America, what would you say?
Go to Mall of America. It has the best indoor park in the world.
I love that, Ben. What would you say?
I love it too. Come to Mall of America.
I love it, Ben. Kellen, thank you for joining us on So Much More. Have a wonderful visit to the mall. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was really fun. I loved seeing their excitement. So in that section, we had families from Lubbock, Texas, from Colorado, from Phoenix, and from Chicago. Starting with the Texas, they made it clear that they're not all Dallas Cowboy fans, which I loved, quite honestly. It was Vernon's birthday. It was so much fun that a couple of guests were sharing their birthday with us.
Yes. And got a free impromptu song from you.
They did.
Yes.
Not well sung, I might add, but you got it, right?
Yep.
And then do you remember what they all wanted to buy?
Yes, and it's a group that we see come here often, but sneakerheads, they are in great abundance, and they were very focused on shoes.
That's all they wanted, shoes. They wanted to end the interview, actually.
That's
Let's go
right.
shopping.
We got to go, yes.
I loved it. And then we had our family from Colorado, and they had the one person who was from Nebraska that they brought as well. And the thing I loved was that she thought I was an animatronic.
Mm-hmm. That was a shocking revelation. I don't know that the technology has grown to that point to be as animated as you.
I don't know either.
I don't know if it was a compliment or not. But
And another birthday in that group as well, which is so much fun.
right.
He was really excited to have his birthday. Then we had the group from Phoenix. Do you remember what their journey was?
That's right. They were delayed, if memory serves, and they wanted to come here and get something to eat and see the mall. And that's something that we do see, too, when people are at the airport and they have a little time. It's easy for them to get over here and experience something a little bit different than just a long delay in the airport.
And Mall of America is always larger than they thought.
Absolutely. Always surprising.
I love it. And then finally, we had the father and the son from Chicago. That was so much fun. They were clearly not Vikings fans, but do you remember they wanted to go on a ride, but we also did trivia with them as well.
That's right. That's right.
And they loved SpongeBob's Rock Bottom Plunge.
Yes. Again, very well studied, very well versed, knew exactly what they were in for, and very excited to be here.
And they had fun.
It was a blast.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. Remind us again what we have going for our birthday, Chris, and where people can find information.
Sure. As always, you can find the most up-to-date information at mallofamerica.com. For our birthday weekend, we have strictly basketball, 3-on-3 tournament with some of the best high school players in the nation. I mean, a year from now, going to be collegiate. Who knows? Some of these folks could be in the NBA someday. It is top-tier talent. Really excited for that. And then on Sunday, Juliana Huff is here with her book signing and the Nothing Bundt Cake celebration for Mall of America's birthday. It's going to be fantastic.
Win, win, win all the way around. All of our listeners, please feel free to subscribe, to follow us. You can hear us on podcast, on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, anywhere you find podcasts. Find out all our information at mallofamerica.com. Chris, thank you so much for joining me today.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
I'm sorry I couldn't keep up with you on the floor. As viewers would notice, if you watch this, I do disappear. After a while, Dan, you got this. You're on a streak. We're gonna let this ride.
I clearly had a couple of sodas and some sugar that day because I was going full steam. And for our guests, just a reminder that when you come to Mall of America, you might make our next episode of So Much More. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of So Much More. If you want to hear more, be sure to subscribe to our podcast wherever you find your favorites, including Spotify, Apple, or Google Podcasts. And you can also watch a video cast on YouTube. Go to podcast.mallofamerica.com to leave a review, ask a question, or give us an idea for the show. Until next time, thanks for listening. So Much More is presented by the Bloomington Convention and Visitors Bureau, the official destination marketing organization for the city of Bloomington, Minnesota. Before your next trip to Mall of America, visit bloomingtonmn.org for answers to all your travel questions, deals and packages for hotel stays, and so much more.